Welcome to Celebrity Vibes. Chris Evans and Selena Gomez are driving Twitter and TikTok wild with their Boston accent. Chris Evans is inflicting pretty a stir on social media, again. We will harm it all down for you. But in the previous thing we proceed, please, if you are new to this channel, please take a minute of your treasured time to subscribe and hit the notification bell for massive updates. Let's dive into the video. The Lightyear actor currently gave an interview to Access Hollywood that has dispatched Twitter and TikTok customers into a thirst spiral. But it's no longer what Evans said in the brief red carpet clip that is gaining fans' attention, it's how he stated it. In reality, Chris Evans' Boston accent is presently a trending search on Twitter thanks to a few easy words: mustache or no mustache. Be honest. The unique clip, which now has nearly 194,000 likes, used to be flooded with feedback about the Boston accent, many of which are too spicy to print here. Luckily, there are some SFW ideas on Twitter. I hate Boston accents till Chris Evans says mustache or no mustache, be honest, one user tweeted. Another wrote, Chris Evans asking mustache or no mustache in his Boston accent have to be unlawful and grounds for arrest. One user, who wrote that Evans' Boston accent makes them feel things, acquired 7,000 likes on their tweet. Of course, some humans have been now not so overwhelmed with thirst that they couldn't spare a second to be impressed by means of Evans' performing prowess. Chris Evans is an awful lot higher actor than I earlier concept. If he's been hiding this thick-ass Boston accent the complete time, Comic Becco Neil wrote. Not to be left out of the conversation, Lizzo took to TikTok to share her very own response to the viral moment. Calling a town hall, she captioned a video of her personal flustered response to Chris Evans speaking about facial hair. Of course, Lizzo and Chris Evans have a bit of history that dates return to April 2021. Deep into lockdown, Lizzo direct messaged Captain America on Instagram and shared the tipsy second on TikTok, writing "Don't drink and DM, kids." After Evans responded, the two struck up a flirty social media banter that escalated when the singer commenced joking about having a baby with the Marvel actor. This is something that I've been honestly making an attempt to maintain non-public and personal between me and the father of my child, she said in the now well-known TikTok video. But due to the fact we're airing out all the rumors today, I've been sucking in. We're gonna have a little America. Evans reached out to Lizzo on Instagram over direct message, writing, "Hi. Just heard about our little bundle of joy. My mom will be so comfortable, lol." Now it's time to wait and see what Chris Evans goes viral for next. We have a feeling it's going to involve puppies. Actor Chris Evans was once in Precise Corporation at Disneyland, posing alongside Mickey Mouse, The Incredibles, and different Pixar staples. The photograph, adorably awkward or awkwardly adorable, relying on who you ask, even warranted a tweet from Evans, who promised followers it wasn't photoshopped. Evans shares a first-rate relatable plight of what to do with arms in a photo, however he unsurprisingly managed to make it work. The actor's tweet has over 260,000 likes and counting. The look comes in advance of Lightyear, the trendy spin-off in the Toy Story franchise, starring Evans as the titular character. The movie traces Buzz Lightyear's foundation story, honing in on the lifestyles of Buzz the astronaut, earlier than he grew to become the loved kid's toy acknowledged for chiming to infinity and beyond. Evans' model of Buzz is a little extra serious than the Toy Story pinnacle we're used to, with the movie belonging to an action-adventure genre, featuring ruthless robots, a mystery, and the daunting venture of shifting via house and time. For some, June 13th is simply any other day, however for others, it is a birthday that feels greater, like excursion or a countrywide holiday. Chris Evans turns 41 today, and he has a lot to be grateful for this year. Lightyear, starring Evans as the titular persona who additionally occurs to be the heroic thought for the Toy Story favorite, will be launched in theaters in simply a few days. He'll be considered as Lloyd Hansen in the upcoming thriller The Gray Man next month, and he'll additionally big name in the upcoming Apple TV Plus romantic comedy Ghosted. It's an understatement to say Evans has a lot on his plate. He desired to do something distinctive with his profession after stepping away from the protect as Captain America. Evans has been seizing possibilities that will advantage him and his profession in the leisure industry. Of course, he has already performed some iconic roles, and as we honor the man, the myth, and the legend on his birthday, we're searching again at some of Evans' most memorable performances. Evans warmed our hearts in a position not like any of his others, taking part in Frank Alder, with the care and compassion that made the movie Gifted a standout for the actor. After his sister's premature death, Alder assumed a fatherly function for his niece, Mary. It wasn't a position he predicted to take on, however it used to be one he excelled at, even when he didn't. Being a father or mother is difficult, even when you have sufficient time to prepare. It is now not an handy task. Evans' overall performance as a snarky Ransom Drysdale was once fantastic, with poise, sarcasm, and adequate vulgarity to find in a lifetime or at the very least a 12 months or two. Evans performs the grandson of the murdered Harlan in Knives Out, a family-style homicide thriller with a twist. Evans shines as Colin Shea, a younger female attempting to discern out the place she's long gone incorrect in her relationships, in this romantic comedy. When she's given a statistic that shatters her hopes for future relationships, she runs into her charming and eccentric next-door neighbor, who seems to have no qualms about relationships, particularly bodily ones. It's not possible to make a listing of the best of Chris Evans, except along with Steve Rogers. When we first noticed him take the stage in Captain America, the first Avenger, he gained our hearts as he rose from a skinny Brooklyn boy to America's hero. After 4 Toy Story films, audiences will meet a new model of Buzz Lightyear in Pixar's modern film, Lightyear, which tells the story of the man who stimulated the iconic motion-determined voice by way of Tim Allen. In this story, Buzz is a house ranger embarking on an intergalactic adventure, main a crew of recruits in a battle in opposition to invaders. Chris Evans, who takes over for Allen as the voice of Buzz, has some right enjoying such a persona from his years as Captain America, and his former function as a Marvel hero trickled into his portrayal of Lightyear. The characters themselves have a lot of comparable overlap in phrases of their experience of accountability and leadership, Evans told The Hollywood Reporter at the film's world premiere in Los Angeles on Wednesday. But they're very special men, so you take the matters that are beneficial, and you go weigh the matters that may cap. Though the superstar says he didn't meet or speak to Allen for the duration of the film's process, he does sense some connection as the two share the equal birthday. That's in reality how they forged me. They said, who has his birthday? And that used to be it, he teased. Of that choice to deliver a new voice to Buzz, director Angus MacLane explained, Buzz used to be an aspect personality in Toy Story, and used to be a little goofier and a little greater of a comedic relief. For Buzz to be a fundamental persona, he wished a little greater gravitas, a little greater vulnerability, wished to be humorous, however now not in a goofy way that would undercut the drama. Chris embodied all of these things. Bringing Allen lower back and some potential was once no longer regarded for the duration of the innovative process, either, as producer Galen Sussman said, Tim in reality is the embodiment of the toy Buzz, and this isn't the toy world, so it simply doesn't make sense. There's now not certainly a role. It would simply reason extra confusion for audiences as a substitute of supporting them recognize the film we're making an attempt to tell. MacLane delivered that it would additionally tie the movie to carefully done Toy Story, when the movie goals to be its personal standalone story. It was once the first-rate choice I've ever made, and I virtually owe that to Kevin Feige for being power and supporting me keep away from making a large mistake, Evans said. The actor made his debut as the comic book personality in 2011's Captain America, the first Avenger, his first standalone movie. He went on to famous person in countless Marvel movies, most lately 2019's Avengers Endgame. Evans stated that it was once fantastic having Chris Hemsworth around, due to the fact his profession was once additionally taking off, having landed the function of Thor. I think what's going to be interesting in season 2, not to tip off too much, but there's a bit of an expansion to all their stories, Hoffman said. In New York, it doesn't take long for an interesting story to take. Please inform us in the comments. Please do now no longer forget about to subscribe and flip on the notification bell to see our modern day updates. Thanks.